All right, guys, so I just finished readjusting the bumper, so I had to take this piece off, and this corner piece off. So this half of the bumper was back off, and I just spent the past like hour probably getting it perfect and realigning it, because now it looks right. Like you can see right here how that almost goes with the headlight line. You go over here, basically the same thing. This one's maybe like, it might be off like an eighth of an inch, but like it is so close. And that like, this was all eyeball and stuff. Like I held it there while my buddy tacked the brackets and stuff. Like we got as close as we could, guys. Like this is really hard to do. And just getting it all aligned, like, so you can see the gap in between underneath the headlight there. And then you go over here, and then you see the gap underneath this one. And I got it as tight as I could. And another thing I realized, like I already knew my hood wasn't aligned. It's popped right now. It's not closed. But this side, when it is closed, still sticks up a little bit. Well, I'm looking at this fender now too, and the fender is not level right here. So it's like down a little too much. And if you look right there by the headlight, it sticks out and it's in too far right here. So I don't know what the deal is with the fender. And then you can see the body line up here and how tight it is down here. And the other side's like perfect. So this fender's a little bit off, the hood's off, the front bumper was off when I bought it. Like not like off of alignment, I mean. Like it wasn't just like not on the truck, but like someone was doing something to it, and like the box was repainted and like the windows all scratched from mudding or dirt on the window. So, you know, wheel well liners are all hacked out. So whoever had this truck definitely had their time with it, or you know, we had, yeah. I'm at a loss for words. But yeah, like I tried to get this in as much as I could, but on this side it just hits the headlight in there, because you know I got it so tucked up and close in there. Like it's just so close that it's hitting the bottom of my headlight. Like it could not go in any further. Otherwise, I would have liked to tuck it in just a little bit more. I got this side like an eighth of an inch more. But again, like that's the best that I could get it, guys. And like even my wheel liner sticks out. So like, you know, it's tucked in pretty good. I want to say the stock one must bubble out more. And definitely goes down a lot farther, as you can see here. I gotta trim all this up now and get it level with this. I probably don't need this where I'm going, but yeah. So it took a lot of grinding to get it, you know, exactly how I wanted it. But like this is so much better, because like right here, and then you got right here, like I don't know if I showed you guys before or not. I think I forgot to. But guys, before, this side was flush with the headlight right there. Now I can tuck my finger under it, just like this side, because like I went out here like the next day or so, or 2 days later, and I was looking at it, I was like, wait a second. And like my buddy, he didn't get this tight, and like down here, like it had to overlap, which kind of sucks. Like that's gonna take a lot of grinding and a lot of time to get smooth and right, but it'll be all worth it in the end. And then I had to adjust this plate a little bit because I had to push that in, so this plate wasn't quite right. So guys, and you know, like obviously like you might have done this before and you're like, oh come on, it's not that hard. Well, like also another thing is this truck has a body lift. So those are the brackets right there, and that's my frame right here. If you guys can see that. Yeah, we had to drill the holes in the bottom holes of the bracket and use it like that, which was no big deal anyways, because you know you can't run tow hooks, and this truck never came with tow hooks, so it's no big deal. I never even had those bolts, so I couldn't use them anyways unless I bought new ones. And then since the bottom of the bracket didn't touch, there's a gap right there. My finger is. We took the pod light mounts from the rear bumper and just welded them down to brace it, and that's all good. I might reinforce it later. We'll just see. I gotta figure out how I could even do that. So I think factory, where'd they have it going? In here. I had a bracket going in here because that's where my aftermarket horn was. Because the stock ones all burned out. So, yeah. Honestly, they should hold up the way that they are. But, I don't know. Well, I'll just have to see how things go with it. And for the rear bumper, I think, did I mention this already? That one got welded on upside down because my buddy wasn't paying attention, and I just tacked it on quick. So, yeah, that needs to come off and be flipped around because it's supposed to look like that. And, you know, hopefully that shouldn't be too bad, because when I was doing the front bumper, like, those tacks were a lot stronger than I was expecting, and that's a lot of weld, but the grinder should chew through it pretty. Oh, it's obviously still going to take like an hour, but you know it should be pretty decent. At least it's not this side, because that side looks more beefy. But I think you went over this side twice. But yeah, I'll get her off. Yeah. At first when I set it down, guys, I was like, oh, the floor is just sloped for the drain and uneven. And then I was over there, and I was like, wait a second. Oh no. And yeah, so I gotta flip this around, grind down all the welds. Finish welding the front bumper. What I gotta do actually is basically just cover up the front and weld like no higher than this. And I don't even know if I'll weld these, but for sure the bottom and probably like half of it. I don't know, maybe the whole thing for a clean bead. But like, I'm definitely taking it off because, well, the reason why I'm going to weld half of it on there is, you know, obviously for alignment and stuff, so it doesn't get off. Like, if you come over here, like, I can still, like, move the bumper up and down. So, you know, I don't want to throw that alignment off, and, you know, it's, like, really close the way it is. Like, you know, if it was up just, like, a tickle more, that would be pretty cool, but you know, it fits really nice the way it is, especially having the body lift. Like, this came out really good, and I'm happy with it. So that's, you know, what counts and what matters. So I just got to get it welded up. But honestly, I feel like I'm going to run out of welding gas before I get it all welded. But, you know, as long as I get, you know, it sturdy so I can take it back off, that would be really nice. Because, you know, also the other thing is, you know, once I get those welded, then, you know, it'll be sturdy enough where I could take it off and weld it on the ground. I don't have to, you know, take the headlights and the grill out. But you see, the other thing is, once it's all welded and stuff, like, I won't be able to drive it, because this stuff would, like, get rusted and, like so fast. Like, I think it's even almost starting a little bit, just because it's exposed and it's just raw metal. Like, it has to get, like, coated, like, right away. So I'll have to find some stuff to do that. And well, I mean, once it's all, grinded, same with that one. Once they're all welded, grinded, fixed, and I took the hooks off too so I could get in there better and weld it. And then once all that's done, then I gotta take the whole front and take the covers off the headlights, taillights too. I got new taillights over there. I got mirrors over there, and just the whole shebang. So just get everything I want to get painted, prepped and ready, and hopefully it's all done and back together before we all know it. And hopefully sooner than later, we can have this thing looking like an absolute beast. And it just comes with time. So I gotta start welding what I can and go from there. So let's get that done.